welcome to Kate's Egg. Today I'm here with one of my best friends from Montana, Shelby.
Hi.
Also driving combine.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I think this is my 4th year driving combine, but this, oh my gosh.
Wait, it's my 4th year too.
It is?
Yes.
I missed a year. My first year was summer of 2019, and then the summer of 2020. 2021, I didn't because I was living in Boise then. And then 2022, 2023, so yeah,
that's
4.
so much fun. And us Montana farm girls have to stick together.
Absolutely, 100%. Kate and I have been texting back and forth like all summer since she's been planning on coming back.
Yeah.
And we finally made it happen on your last day here.
I know, I can't believe that. It was just a miracle.
It was. I mean, it's 7:30 at night, and we finally, the last day she's here for the whole summer.
Yes, we were committed to meeting.
Yes. We've been talking about it for 2 months.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
For sure. We've been planning this day exactly for that long.
Oh my goodness, it has been so crazy, but I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
This crazy cab.
X9 combine.
Yes.
The newest combine John Deere offers. I've never even set foot in something this cool.
Last year, there were 6 in the state X9s, and we had 2 of them. There were
6?
Only 6 in the entire state.
I had no idea there were that few.
Yes, and we had like the testers that, like, oh my gosh, it was crazy trying to keep them running. They had a lot of issues.
I can't even imagine. And these have 50-foot headers,
Yes.
which is insane to me.
Moving these bad boys anywhere is kind of a chore. You really have to be paying attention and you have to be ready because, oh my gosh, most of the time, if we have to move any distance over a mile, we have to take the headers off and trailer them because there's just no way. You can't get them around mailboxes.
Yeah, you
can't
couldn't
get
read the
around
signs.
power poles, signs. Like if they're on the Diamond Valley Highway, not a chance. You can't.
If you ever see me accidentally bumping a sign on the highway, that's probably was my combine.
When we swapped in 2019, it was my first year with these guys, and I was just the flagger, so I was behind everybody, and we had 45-foot headers, and I was like, oh my gosh, how are they ever going to do anything with anything bigger than 45-foot headers? Because I was following them, and the other kid, Matt, he would like get the swat their header over one of the reflectors, and then he like tilt it to go over the other side, and he'd wipe this one out, and then he'd lean it back down to go get like even out. He'd wipe this one out the whole way down the highway. It was so funny.
I think 40 foot's like the max you can go to actually get them down the road.
Yeah, I agree, because once you get anything past 40, which is what we had when my dad was still harvesting, we had 40-foot header on a swat there and on the combines, and we're like, this is huge. And now we're at 50, and the trailers are 53 foot. And my sister and I pull the trailers
insane.
most of the time.
Oh my goodness.
And it is.
And you're from a generational farm as well, so I'm
Yeah.
4th generation, but you're...
I was thinking about it last night, and I think I'm also the 4th, because it's me and then my dad, and then after my dad was my grandpa, and then my great grandpa. I think I'm 4th, possibly 5th. I don't think there was any more than that. We'll say 4th.
Ooh,
for
so
now.
that's, that's kind of fun. I thought we were one generation apart.
I thought we were also, but I could not remember, but I didn't have the chance to ask my dad this morning, because I honestly have no idea. I know for absolute certain that I'm at least the 4th.
That's pretty cool.
And my little cousin, so Christian, who's working for another farm north of the river, he would be the 5th.
Oh, that's neat then.
I can't believe that it hasn't changed hands in this. I mean, this is technically a change of hands, but we still own the land.
Yeah, so it doesn't really count.
It doesn't, yeah. 3-0, please. We're just gonna unload here really quick. And there's gonna be a lot of, if you hear a lot of beeping, they all have different,
Let's see.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'll tilt it in, and I like tilt it out.
That is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it is so wild. We're actually supposed to have, like cameras on the end of them, but for whatever reason, John Deere couldn't get the cameras. But it does it even has a backup camera.
No way.
Yeah.
On a combine. We go
I'll
by
show
the
you when we
policy
turn around.
of never back up.
Crazy. I'm not allowed to back up in anything without a backup camera, so this is really life-changing.
Even with a backup camera, I'm
But the
dangerous.
backup camera really doesn't work because, you know, it's in the dust with everything, so it gets super full of just black. When we turn around, I'll show you because it is super wild.
And Shelby's sister Allie is in the green cart. And you're so polite on your combine operation as well. That's my favorite part.
Yes, everybody just is please and thank you. Like, we don't get too wild over here. I mean, every once in a while there'll be a panic moment, but it really doesn't happen that often.
And that's the way to make everything run smoothly.
And if you do, it's just stop, stop, stop. You need to stop, like that kind of thing. So here, I'll show you. Like, if I were to back this up, here's my backup camera.
Whoa.
It's covered in chaff,
I don't
so
think
you
you guys
can't
come
see.
back up
That
here
is
tonight,
so
okay?
cool.
And it is so dusty right now. I literally can't see anything, so I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll just park it
So
when I get
my auto
unloaded, I
steer-
guess.
Oh, I can't see now.
Okay, there will be no rush in the morning. Things are going to have to get things ready to go.
These screens are the coolest ever.
It
Say
is
by 9 o'clock or so.
wild. It has like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, this is gonna blow your mind. This is wild.
Okay, 8:30 it will be.
So this is like our number screen. This is like everything to do with the field.
I'm
Everything
usually awake
that's
by
happening
that time.
right now in the field and with the combine. So this is everything that we've harvested with the combine so far. This is our current field right now. We've worked 85 acres. This specific combine has worked 85. Dave has probably cut a few more than mine because I've had to stop a couple times and we get backed up with the waiting for the grain cart. But if we come over here to this screen, this is my auto maintain. So this is our grain sample going into the tank. And
it takes a picture?
it takes a picture every I can't remember, it's like 0.6 seconds or something.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
auto maintains itself. So if I click in here, I can adjust the sensitivity to how it adjusts like my concaves and my sieves and my blower and stuff.
There's no way.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. So I have my auto maintain on. I have my auto harvest off because that is the most terrifying experience you will ever have because it literally drives itself. Like, it shoots up to speed until like this is at a whatever they call it as operable, and then our work, it like allows itself and it just speeds up and slows down continuously to keep it in those operable
Oh my gosh.
range. It is so weird.
So then the auto part that you were just talking about, it kind of cleans the grain to where it thinks it should be.
Yeah, the auto
By
maintain.
itself?
Yep. So
And then so you don't have it set at a specific, like your concave a certain openness for your
Nope.
sieves.
no,
It just
you
keeps
can.
changing.
So when it turns blue, it's changing based on the sample that's coming in
That
for
is
whatever reason.
very, very neat.
So if anytime you see these numbers turn blue, it's auto adjusting based on this sample and my tailing sample. And then I can watch both of them at the same time.
And your fan speed as well.
Yeah, all of these, and we can go to this screen here and it has all of them in bigger. I don't really watch this screen because there's really not much happening. I mean, if I wanted to go in and change anything on here, I could. But I can also change like our knives. I don't really understand how that works. I just do exactly what Dave tells me. But we can do that. All of my header adjustments, like the tilt of things is this guy, the drapers, which actually comes to be a big thing. Like when we were doing peas, we were plugging constantly. So we had to speed up our belts a lot of the time because you just can't get it in fast enough, or if you slow it down even, which Dave, he would speed his up and he would plug all the time. So I'd, oh my goodness, slow mine down to like 65 and I had a lot less issues than Dave did.
Interesting.
It was super nice. And then this is the tilt speed, so how fast it auto adjusts to hills.
Okay.
So with this header specifically, and I can't remember if it's a flex header or a draper header. Oh, it's a hinged draper. So this specific header will, like, it moves with the terrain. So if we were on an angled hill like this, my header would automatically adjust to that. So like going through
Really?
washouts and stuff,
and you
where
don't,
it's
so you
not
don't have to bring it up and down.
you do and you don't. Depends on the situation. So if you're coming into one that's pretty flat, whereas like if it was curved kind of, if it's curved, it actually is easier to get it through because of the way that it adjusts.
This
Like,
is
half of the
crazy
time we
to
don't
me.
have to cut them out anymore unless they're major ones that we don't want to be diving through.
Does your header bend in the middle at all, or?
Kind Kind of. I mean, it has the outsides that do it, so the middle doesn't really. But I mean, the sides come up and down, so it has the illusion of that. The middle adjusted.
That is neat.
Isn't that
oh my
wild?
goodness. And so you're not even driving right now.
No, I have my auto steer on. If you look at this little green
Hey, thank you.
pie, that tells me that my auto track is on, and then this is steering for me.
Just like this is what I experienced seating, but I can't even comprehend it in a combine. And so
It is so crazy.
do you have to control speed at all, or does it know when it's at its maximum capacity?
If you have the auto harvest on, yes, it does. It knows when to slow down and when to not, and when to speed up. But I hate that feature. I can't let go of that much control, so my hand is always on here controlling speed, like faster and slower. See, we have another sensor going off. This is the super annoying thing. Usually there's an alarm that goes off with it. This, really, there's nothing that you can do, so you just hit OK. And then if sometimes mine likes to send itself into limp mode, so you have to go in. We can let's look at some of the codes that have just been thrown. I cleared this a couple hours ago. These are all of the codes
There's
that have
so
been
many.
just since dinner at 6:30.
I
and it's
cannot
now
believe
7:33.
1 hour?
Yeah, those are all the codes that it's already thrown.
Wow.
And so you have to go in and clear them all the time, because if it depends on which one it is, like this morning, Allie and I were dumping on the go, and for whatever reason, my sensor for something in the auger wasn't activating, and it would not let me dump, and I was at like 22,000 pounds. I was like, I have to dump. I can't keep going. So we had to stop, get out, completely shut the combine down, go out, do the master flip, and adjust your reel and stuff to the height and make sure that everything doesn't get too far off. But for the most part, that's what it is.
And you have such straight lines doing that too.
Yep.
That's my favorite part.
Like the steering wheel doesn't move, so I don't know if you've been in like the comments of the swathers that have the one that like clips to your steering wheel and like rolls it back and forth.
Like the ball?
The easy steer. Yeah. No, it's like it's an auto steer, but it's like this big machine thing that like it hooks up here and then clips to your steering wheel.
Okay,
and,
no,
like,
I have
rolls
it.
your steering wheel back and forth. When I was little, we had those on the swather, and you'd like it would clip into your legs, and like if you were trying to hand steer, your fingers would get like stuck in the auto steer all the time, and it like would run your fingers over, and it actually really hurt because that sucker was strong.
Yeah, I bet that would be scary actually. No, I've only been in the ones like for our tractors for seeding, we have the auto steer and that's about it. And then sprayer, we have auto steer too.
I bet those are the most important ones.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just lawn mowing at this point when you get to harvest. Like it really doesn't have to be too precise. When you're driving, it's obviously a lot different.
Completely.
There's like no comparison, which is wild. But these are the only ones that I really know. I mean, there wasn't a huge change going. The only combine that I'd ever driven other than the X9 was the S790, and at that time that was also an experimental. The first
and that's
year that I
way
had
newer
it.
than anything we drive currently.
Yeah, so the S7, these guys, Matt and Dave, they both had S780s when I first started driving combine, and then I was the one that got the S790. And when I learned to drive combine, Kyle literally, I'd probably only been in a combine 3 times in my whole life before I drove it, because I'd only ever been in swather in the grain cart, because that's what my dad drove, was grain cart and semi. And so they're like, oh, we're gonna throw you in the combine, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are $800,000 combines, you're gonna put me in there? And Kyle rides with me for a pass down and back, and just is like, no, you got it. If you have any troubles, let us know. Like,
I would have been frightened.
I'm sorry, what? Like on the swather, you literally up and down and auto steer, and like your reel and stuff.
Do you have auto steer in your swathers too?
Yeah. I have not had to drive without auto steer ever.
Ever?
Even at like 9 years old, the very first time I ever drove it, we had that easy steer thing that would clip to your steering wheel, and then it would steer it for you.
I'm in shock right now.
Yeah.
No way.
It was pretty wild. I mean, it was the coolest thing ever, but I've never been in it.
Well, I'm very jealous. This is my first First time in anything that's not a drill for seating, that's auto steer.
That is so crazy to me.
We're as old school as it gets for farming operations.
I mean, but that's not unreasonable though. That's what most people run.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what my dad did because we were always at the bin site. 2-8, please. Growing up, so I was never out in the field unless I was swathing. And then they'd pick us up for dinner. We'd ride out with the semi drivers and go have dinner in the field. But other than that, I mean, I wasn't a part of this part of things. My dad, when he farmed, he had S680s.
Okay.
I think. And I don't know how far back that is in the series either.
I have no idea. We're 9780 STS.
And I don't even know what that means.
Which is, I think that's much older than even what your dad ran.
Probably.
So you're unloading in the grain cart again.
We have to dump like every run, I think, usually. I mean, we could probably get away with not for one run, a pass down and back, but it's just easier to, so then you don't get backed up too much.
No, that makes sense for sure.
So Allie's gonna see me pick up my header and she's gonna stop. And then we just kind of hang out. Allie also has auto steer. I don't know if I said that before.
No.
But Allie she just plugs it in and it keeps it at a safe distance, like away from the combine. Which, I mean, you have to put in the distance, but it works so well when it does.
So then Allie just controls speed.
Mm-hmm. She just controls the speed and the distance away from the header. So her auto steer, like she can pop hers back and forth.
Does her auto steer know how far her cart is away from the auger? Or excuse me, away from the header?
No. So that's all Allie. She actually has the most demanding job.
That is tough
in the
then.
field.
That is definitely tough.
She just has to gauge it by where the auger's sitting and how far away she is from the header, and then she'll lock in her auto steer, and then we ride at that perfect distance between each other. I mean, today we did have a spook because my auto steer was on, but we had to stop because the auger thing. So when I started it back up, my auto steer kicked off, and when I put it back on, it went to adjust for several inches, and it had turned itself so much that I almost ran into her, but we had to just shut it down.
That would be scary.
That would, like, auto turns itself.
Now to take a quick break from the video, I'd love to say a huge thank you to Jackery for sponsoring again. While I'm living in upstate New York for university, it's an awesome, beautiful place with lots of outdoor activities, but we are prone to storms, much more than Montana. And looking out my window now, we're actually having one. So that just makes me think about how important reliable backup power is for your house. Jackery's HomePower 3000 might be the perfect choice for you. It's a great entry-level, essential home backup. Some of the key features are it's designed to power your house for up to 15 hours and really give you that reliable electricity whenever you need it. It's also super compact and portable, so you can take it on camping trips or really anywhere with you, which I think is so awesome. It has big power and even bigger capacity with over 3,072 watt hours and 3,600 watts of output, plus 7,200 watts of surge. It can keep your fridge, fans, Wi-Fi, everything running for up to 2 days. It's super easy to get going with it too. Once it arrives, you just plug it in. They have a really great app with an easy to use interface as well, and I really enjoy it because it can tell you how much power you're using, which is such a great feature. It also lasts over 10 years and 4,000 cycles. That's crazy, right? It also comes with a 3-year warranty plus an option to add an additional 2 years of coverage. So in total, 5 years. So once again, if you're looking for an entry-level backup power unit, I think that this is a great option. It's a really awesome product, and thank you so much to Jackery for sponsoring. Now back to the video.
It's pretty simple, thankfully. I mean, I don't know what it's like driving the grain cart now. I haven't ridden it since I was probably 9 years old.
No way. I mean, I bet, I can't even imagine. It takes all of the really complicated parts out, except for, so if you don't line up completely straight, then your auto steer won't be straight?
Yeah. Yep. If you're not perfectly straight, yeah, your auto steer will not do it. But we're on a 0, so it goes with the latitude and longitude of the Earth. The auto steer connects to that, so we can set any line, and it'll tell us like what angle that is, and then that's the angle
Allie just sets it for 0 and it works out. Okay.
Yep, and then she just sets the distance away.
That makes
So
sense.
there's literally no possible way that she could crash into us.
That's a really great thing because we've been experiencing a lot of troubles this year, at least, with our grain car driver.
I couldn't even imagine trying to freehand. I had to do it when we were opening up a field last week sometime, and Kyle was in the grain cart because Allie was sick, and I'm freehanding this, and I'm a horrible freehander. One, because I have horrible ADD, so I am looking all over the place, like at everything. And we're like swerving, trying to like not hit each other, but not like miss the grain cart. It was a whole production. I can't even imagine how you do that every day.
That's hilarious.
That is wild to me.
We haven't done dumps on the go yet this year because of our grain car driver, but yeah, it is, especially, we don't have auger extensions, so you have to,
Really precise.
yeah, you're like 6 inches away.
Oh my word. If I have to pull up and dump on Allie, I always hope that I'm behind Dave because I have horrible depth perception.
Oh, me too.
So-
I never figure it out.
Yeah, I cannot. I'm either way too close or way too far away, no matter what I do. But we have that little spout tilt, like it's on a little roller ball down here. And
Oh, is that how you control it?
yeah, so if it needs to come closer or farther away, then we don't literally have to move the whole combine or move the whole grain cart. We can just roll it in and out if I really screw it up. Or
That
if it's
is so
really
nice.
windy, super handy too.
I bet, because then you can control more where the grain goes. For us, we just I can put my auger like as if I'm putting it in, but just move it a couple of feet, and that's the most I can do with it.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, it's shocking, and especially if you're dumping on the go to put you almost have to place your header in between the wheel of the 2 wheels of the grain cart. Otherwise, it won't fit. And then I actually hit the semi truck with my header the other day. I just bumped it.
Yes,
But that was the first time.
I've done that where you just like bonk into it because you're like, oh, you can't gauge. Everything is so large. Such
Yeah.
a big scale of things.
No, it's crazy.
What size headers do you guys run?
We have 2 40-foot headers. One might be 45, and then one
Those are still
35.
massive.
Yes.
People don't realize how big that was. We were just talking, my dad and I were talking the other day. His dad, when they were farming together before he passed away, they had 18-foot headers. And they were like, and then we moved to 20s. We're like, there's no way. Or
24 was
24s.
saying that the other day
There's
too.
no way you're gonna get a 24-foot. I'm like,
And now you're sitting
We're
and driving in a
literally
50-foot combine.
literally double
header.
that. Isn't that insane?
Just how combining and technology for farming generally has changed throughout the last few decades has been astronomical.
It has been crazy. Our buddies that live across the river, the Killians, like even their operation compared to ours, it feels like they're tens of years behind us. But it really technology's just progressed that fast in the last 10 years. Where 10 years ago, I'm almost 21 now. So when I was 11 years old, driving Swather, but almost by myself, we had the auto steer that connected the little ball thing and rolled it. Like that was huge.
Yeah.
My dad only had that for a few years then, and even then that was like big new technology. And then
You hop on those advancements in technology right away. That's opposite to us. And I think that's awesome.
Dad really did not want it for the longest time, like for a long, long time, probably 2009 before he got auto steer, and then once he did, he's like, I'm never going back. This is life changing.
It is life changing. My life's been changed just sitting here for a couple of hours.
Crazy. I mean, really, everybody's like, well, what do you do? And honestly, I just sit here and babysit the alarms that go off most of the time. I mean, I turn it around, but other than that, not much. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, and I feel like people that get in here, they get really overwhelmed because, I mean, there are lots of buttons, but you learn what each button does slowly over time. Like, this is my real speed, so I can speed it up and slow it down. Like, in this, just adjusting your real speed alone, so here, watch, I'll slow it down, and this is what feeds it in. So I'm going to speed it up because this grain is like kind of tipping over, and it just helps it kick it up so it's not laying down. It cuts it a little bit easier.
Yeah, and the grain won't feet and it'll just kind of lay on the belt if you don't have the reel.
Yeah, and it has a really hard time cutting in there. Stubble gets all wonky. It's a whole thing. But it just little things like you learn. Now we know what this button does. Now we need to know what this button does. And this button, is our header height. So I can adjust our header height based on that. We must be going out to cut. See, now we're going to cut this washout because it's just kind of inconvenient.
I'm going to have to disagree with you though. With this technology, it does take a rocket scientist. I don't think I could do it.
I think you could do it. It's really, I mean, I guess I don't know any different though, so I can't speak from a different perspective on it.
It's, I mean, at all times, you know how many bushels per acre you're getting, what your moisture content in your wheat is, how much grain is in your grain tank, to the pound.
To the pound, yes. And I mean, it's not 100% accurate, but it still is pretty freaking close because it goes off of how much and when we dump. So if I were to partial dump because Allie couldn't fit however much in there, it would calculate it back to 0, which does throw a wrench in things at times. So watch, it'll kind of adjust itself to this landscape, this header. And then I just kind of steer us around. But it is auto adjusting right now to the ground.
That is remarkable. And then what do your 1, 2, and 3 buttons do? Because that is maybe the newest feature on my combine.
The 1 goes up, 2 goes down. 1 is a set height that it comes up to. 2 is a set height that it goes down to. So all of our stubble stays the same, and I can adjust it if I want to. Like if we get to a patch where it's like significantly shorter, so we're just gonna keep it there at that distance, I'll click this down to where it's like picking it up off the ground or something. 2 is a fixed height, 3 is also a fixed height down, but it's a little bit shorter than 2. So we don't have to keep adjusting it up and down, which is probably what you guys have to do along the way.
All the way, especially through coulees a lot. And so now you're hand driving it around these corners.
Yep, and I'm not very precise. I'm not a great hand driver, so I just kind of eyeball it for the most part.
Oh, you should see my rows. If you see the field that's like completely all wobbly and wavy lines, that I cut that. And I was probably eating yogurt or doing something else.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I mean this morning I'm just Snapchatting people because what else do you do out in the field?
Oh, exactly. And then when you get to a field with no service, it's like the end of the world.
It is, and I am so spoiled because we have Bluetooth speakers in here, so I'm listening to podcasts if we don't have service.
You are spoiled.
Yes.
You are very spoiled.
This, if you look in here, I have a heated and cooled seat, so I'll turn my cooled seat on. This is my massage seat.
I am not seeing that right now.
This little roller ball in the seat, that's my massager, and it goes up the back too.
I'm officially speechless. I don't even know what to say.
Isn't that insane?
That is, and you have a fridge, right?
I have a fridge under her seat.
Let's see.
Yeah, so if you lift this up, and then, you might have to take your cut off for it to stay.
Okay.
Just toss it behind. There you go. And then you can just lift that up, and then this front also opens.
No
Sorry,
way.
I hit you in the shins, goodness gracious.
Oh, you're okay.
But
that is incredible. So no more lunch boxes even needed.
not really, no.